So I was thinking the other day about the Switch 2 and what I'd like to see. And besides the typical stuff, bigger screen, more battery life, um, faster, more powerful. And I started thinking about back in the old um, Wii U days when you had this crazy gamepad. And I started thinking about stuff like Nintendo Land. And then I started wondering, well, can the Switch be used as a controller, basically like a second screen on a Switch too? And then I started thinking about other things like Clubhouse games on the Switch. There was like a little app you could use, um, so you could play with somebody else who didn't have the game, which I think is an important thing. Can can you transfer information from one Switch to the other without the actual game? And you can. Um, Also done here in Pac-Man Versus. So I was thinking, well, what if from the very beginning of Switch 2, this was an idea for them? Hey, we've got well over 100 million Switches out there. What if we could go back to some of our kind of crazier ideas? You know, like right there, Zelda Four Swords is a Japanese version. You can see it right there on the screen, too. Um, where you have the main game on the TV, and everyone's got their own system. In the Game Boy version, of course, it was you're using Game Boy Advances. I'm sorry, the GameCube version, you were using Game Boy Advances. And everyone had their own screen. You had the main screen. So what if Nintendo was doing this for Switch 2? How cool would this be? Can you imagine a new Nintendo Land where you have the game on the TV on the Switch 2, and you're able to use your Switch as a controller for different people? Even new Pac-Man Versus, of course. The reason why I picked this thumbnail is Four Swords. That's one of the ultimate uses of the old GameCube and Game Boy Advance connections. Um, but I think it might be possible. I mean, I don't know. I've showed some examples of how you can communicate from Switch to Switch without having both having the same game. So maybe this is possible. And if it is possible, man, you're talking about a game changer, because this isn't something you wouldn't use a Switch as your everyday controller, of course, for a Switch 2. But for these games here and there, like Four Swords, if it's possible, I say, man, Nintendo, let's do it. Because I want more than just the big screen, the bigger battery, more powerful system. Something unique. And, Nintendo's known for doing unique things. Um, they're known for doing some crazy things. Hey, like the Wii U, that was a bit out there. Virtual Boy. Of course, those aren't great examples of successes. But hey, if it's possible to use my Switch as a second screen on a game for the Switch 2, I'm all for it. So what do you think? Do you think it's technically possible for Nintendo to do that? And would you even want that? And if not, what else would you want on the Switch 2? Because it seems pretty obvious now the Switch 2 is not coming out until 2025. Nintendo recently said they weren't going to Gamescom later this year. Um, so I think it's safe to say we're not playing a Switch 2 until maybe March of 2025. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you want to see on the Switch 2 besides the normal stuff. Thanks for watching. I know this might be kind of out there, but hey, Switch controller on Switch 2, I'm all for it. I'll see you guys later.